Alright guys, another day, home video. So we'll see how we go. This place is a mess. Alright, usual procedure, home video. Done. Actually, you know, I was, yesterday I got these movies out. I was kind of just having to think about, you know, back as a teenager and just the rating system on movies. You know, the G, the PG, the M, MA, 15. So, you know, I think it was quite flawed because as a teenager you'd want to go, you know, top tier. You know, you wouldn't want to go for a G or a PG. I mean, that's kind of, back then, you're like, that's kind of baby stuff, you know. So you'd see this, Three Musketeers, and you'd say low-level violence. You know what's going on there. It's just going to be a little bit of simple swashbuckling and, you know, usual fanfare. And then you move up to the M15 plus. You go to one of the staples, Brain Smasher, M15 plus, low-level violence. You know it's going to be just generic brawling. There may be a gunshot or two. You know, so you think, okay, let's move on. You see something like The Specialist, MA 15 plus, medium level sex scene. So you're thinking, okay, something's going on there. Sylvester Stallone, Sharon Stone, says it all really. But you think, let's move along, and you come across Goodfellas, R18 plus, occasional graphic violence, and very frequent coarse language. It's got Robert De Niro front and center. So you think to yourself, okay, you know, you got no idea who Scorsese is, but you see this and you think, let's give that a go. So you walk up to the counter and, you know, mind you, you're 15, you know, and the lady asks you, you know, where's your parents? And you have to say to them, well, they're out in the car, you know, because you're using your parents' card, you know, and you know the lady looks at you, you know, suspiciously, and you kind of stand there, just kind of like, you know, wishing you'd, you know, grown a bit more of a mustache, but you can't, you know. But then eventually she gives you the tape. Your heart's beating, you know. You kind of head out through the, you know, the security check thing, hoping nothing goes off, and you get out there. And so, you know, getting the movie itself was an adventure. You know, it was an adventure trying to find that movie. So that's, yeah, I was just kind of reminiscing a little bit. But, you know, I think today is going to be good. We got Ralphie coming in. He's going to see if he can be an employee of home video. So we'll see how that goes. So fingers crossed, guys. Here's to a successful day. Ralphie's been asking me for a while now about becoming an employee, and just... Ralphie.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, good.
So here for the big day?
Oh, I've been looking forward to this all week. My mum and I are so excited.
Yep. She's not here, is she?
Oh, no, we only had enough money for me to catch the 777 up here.
Ralphie can be quite good on the phones, you know. He's quite natural. He gets a bond happening with the customers, and you know, there's that interaction back and forth.
Yes, sure. What's your surname, please? Mr. Bob Dobalina. Mr. Dobalina. Mr. Bob Dobalina. Right, sure. So, you're going to have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs for Saturday. You're going to have Snoopy for Sunday.
But sometimes he's not so good with the customers.
One moment, please. I was just going to pop you on hold, and I'll be right back. 1 second. Thanks. Jeez, I don't know why that customer's thinking that film's a stupid film. God, must have taste buds somewhere. Sorry, are you there? Oh, sorry. I thought I had you on hold. Oh, you could hear me the whole time. No, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't.
You know, it's not as simple as that. Some people have what it takes to be a video store employee. Others, you know, it doesn't come naturally to them. You have to really work on it. It's a craft. You know, I like to think of it as a craft anyway.
You're going to have the Magnificent 7 for Monday. Brilliant. Excellent. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you too. Lovely. Okay, we'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.
So first off, Cat.
Oh, look at that. Home video. It's very smart.
And we're going to need you to get into the shirt as well.
Oh, what's this, James?
That's a home video shirt. Alright guys, should be a good day. Got a few returns to do. I'll see you guys.
Sorry, I didn't mean to start you. You know that movie that Mr. Bob Jobalina rented yesterday? You know the one with that actor in it that's named after those chocolates?
Slim Shady.
Slim Shady's named after chocolates? No, you know the one, M&M.
You know, that's why I've decided to put Ralphie through the rigorous training regime, is because it could be detrimental to the business, you know, having an employee like Ralphie. Yeah, it's Marshall Mathers, I think it's...
Marshall? What?
Isn't it M&M? M&M's.
M&M. Yeah, he's named after the chocolates.
It's M&M's. And then obviously you'll find things like the Flintstones in the drama section, so you'll have to put it back. You know? It's not rewind. What is the motto of home video?
Be kind, rewind. Simple.
What does be kind, rewind mean?
Well, that means after you watch the credits and after you watch the special director's cut, then rewind the cassette all the way back to the start, so that way the next customer, when they come in and they hire the film, all they do is put it in their VCR and they hit play and bang.
He's going to be doing a few tests at the home video store to see if he will be an employee.
Well, I don't know about the word test. Can you say a different word before the test? I'm actually a bit nervous. I thought it was just going to be a trial one to see if I was going to suit the store.
Well, trial?
Trial? Do you have a professional word that you could use? James is a bit of an inspiration of mine. You know, he's got this super home video store.
Well, it's a test, isn't it? I mean, it's a test to see if you're going to be an employee of the home video store.
Jeez, it's more important to see if I want to take the job first.
Well, that's why we're doing the trial test. What do you want to call it?
Let's just say it's an introduction to see if our personalities match. I just wanted to show my appreciation for the opportunity to come and work at home video store. So, thank you very much. Thanks.
Okay, well, you haven't got the job yet. Basically, Ralphie, you're going to be me as James, and you're...
James?
Yeah, so, well, yeah.
But what are you doing in the store, James?
What do I do, or what am I doing in this, you know, role-playing?
No, what are you doing in the store?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do here, is to show you what I do, so then if you wanted to be an employee of home video, you could do that. So we'll get in there. Right, what we're going to do, we'll get in there, get set up. Alan will be here in a minute, and then you can basically guide Alan through the customer experience.
I'll show you how it's done.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Alright, well, okay, we're going to start this now. So,
Super.
I'm going to be watching from the side.
Sure.
And Alan will basically come through.
I'll show you what I can do. Let's do this.
And you can just show him, you know, give him the guided tour of the home video store.
Home video store with Ralphie.
Ralphie. Let's see how we go.
Oh, jeez, I've been looking forward to this. Show James that I can run the video store. This will be a great day. Looking forward to seeing what type of customers he's set up for me.
What are you looking for, Ralphie?
Jeez, James, I'm looking for the full Monty.
Yeah, it's playing.
Oh, jeez, James.
Did you check the database?
What do you mean the database?
On the computer to see if anyone's renting it out.
He didn't say that was a database, he said it was a PC.
It's actually reserved. Have you got a customer on hold.
James, you could have told me that.
How long have they been on hold for?
Have you got another coffee?
No, this is the only coffee we've got.
James, look.
Don't stop it because I'm watching it. Somebody's picking it up this afternoon.
James, okay, give me one moment.
The thing you need to do is get back to the customer.
Is there something that I can help you with?
Yes,
Did you...
I would like to borrow a movie.
Excuse me, sir. Look, we've got some important things going on here today. I'm waiting for a customer to come in. So if you don't mind, would you mind just getting out of the... If you can't see, we've got some production here. Please getting out of the shop, please, and please removing yourself from the store.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Alan's doing with Wally. I don't really know what character he's going for.
I would like to borrow a movie, please, sir.
Sure. Is there something in particular that you're looking for?
Something to do with people missing, and you have to find them.
Right, I see. How about then Mission Impossible? Like Tom Cruise, he's done a whole trilogy of films. How about Look at Who's Talking Now? It's got the word look in there, so maybe something along those lines.
Well, I guess that's kind of like, how Alan relates to Wally, I guess. Wally is one-dimensional, but...
Oh, Pinocchio. A story about a little wooden boy. Oh, and every time he would tell a lie, his nose would grow just a little bit more. Geez, Walt had some good ideas, didn't he?
Yeah, Ralphie, it's not storytelling time. Like, you got to keep it moving. You want to make it sale.
Right, okay. So, let's go down here because I've got lots of stuff to do. Don't worry about getting Miller. He hasn't got much to offer. Okay, The Wild One. No, it's a stupid film. It's a handsome man, but it's a stupid film.
So I get a phone call. Lady needs a Where's Wally for a kid's birthday party. 4 hours, $400.
Right, yeah, family story. Here we go. The South Pacific. Oh, Rogers and Hammerstein. God, classic. Would you be interested in that?
I went out, found a Wally shirt, found some glasses. I couldn't really find a beanie that had Where's Wally on it, so, I found a beanie with the Western Bulldogs. They're not my favourite football team, but it had the stripes. It's close enough. Anyway, I thought it was, pretty ingenious. So what do I do when I finish the movie and I have to bring it back? What do I do with the tape?
Well, it's just such a silly question. You've got to put it in the cassette holder. And so that way, when you're transporting it, it doesn't get damaged. And the sun stays off it, because the last thing you want is the sun getting down on VHS, because they can melt the film.
So I turn up to this gig, there's a whole bunch of kids there, and, obviously the lady who's running it, who's one of the mums, and really hot, by the way. Yes, but what do I do before I do all that?
What do I question? Look, what you do in your own space at home, that's up to you, mate.
Basically, what we want you to do is we want you to go hide. And I go, hide? And he goes, yeah, we just want you to hide. So I go, okay, seems fairly good. So, the kids go eat their cake or whatever they have at kids' birthdays party, and I sneak off, and I go to the other side of the park, really far away, and I sit behind this big oak tree there and I just hide. Rules of engagement.
Jeez, such a sad film for a war film. Tommy Lee Jones, Samuel L. Jackson. That's a terrible film. What made you choose that?
So I'm there for about an hour and no kids showing up, so I'm thinking, oh, this is good. So I pull out a couple of ciggies and I'm, just sitting there waiting.
You don't want that film, mate. If you like taste in those films, then you haven't got the same taste as me.
No, but like, what if I want to rent the movie out?
I've got very good taste in films.
3 hours goes by and I think, I must have to give it up. So I go back, see the lady, and she goes, where were you? I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes, you were meant to hide. I said, I was hiding. I was behind this oak tree. I said, no, you're supposed to hide so the kids can find you. I was hiding. She goes, no, you're supposed to stick your head out, And I said, well, we didn't say that. You just said go hide.
So, no, here,
what if I want to rent it?
You don't want to rent that film, mate.
Then she gets into this whole spill that she's saying, well, like, you were supposed to stand there like Wally and actually stick your head out. You didn't say that. I said, you didn't tell me geographically where exactly I was supposed to be and how I was supposed to do it.
Surprised you get the eye of the storm with this rain that we're having. Okay, just need a few details. Can I start with your name, please, sir?
Wally.
Wally. You see, mate? Oh, look, that's okay, mate. I understand I wouldn't be giving out my private information too much either. How about you give me your mum's number and I'll put it in the system so that way your information's still private. What's your mum's number, mate?
Then she starts getting up in my grill and she's telling me, like, well, I'm paying you half. I said, no, you're not paying me half. I was here for 3 hours, lady. I said, you're paying me the $400 that you owe me.
Alright, so here we are, after the role play situation. Ralphie, how do you feel today went, as an employee of Home Video? Ralphie?
Had a good day, James.
Yeah, well, how did you feel today went as an...
James, I'm watching Rent-A-Cop. Burt Reynolds, Liza Minnelli. It's a great film. They're sizzling on film together.
Well, can you stay focused? We're talking about the employee, today's situation.
Okay, James.
And then these 2 other mothers come in and they're getting up in my face, and I'm just telling one of them, hey, look, sweetie, okay, got nothing to do with you, back off, all right? No beef with you, all right? It's the beef with this lady.
So how did you feel today went?
Oh, I thought I did exceptionally well. I learnt the difference between a PC and a database. I had good interaction with the customer that came into the store.
Well, personally, I feel that some of your choices...
and quite well, thank you very much, James. I didn't see you do a whole lot today, but still...
Well, I was thinking your recommendations
were...
Well, they were a little bit under par, I think. It was just some of the ways you were kind of going about the situation.
Well,
I felt that it was kind of driving the customer away. I mean, even though it was Alan and he was like Wally, I know that was a spanner in the works.
I'm saying, hey! Wally says, back off.
I felt like you were driving the customer away.
So what are you trying to say, James?
Where's Wally? Where's Wally? Where's he?
Well, now you're playing games, James.
I don't know. I mean, I do these gigs, I show up to them, I do my part, but there's always someone who is just always critiquing my work and nothing ever good comes from it. They want to halve my cost and everything, and nothing ever goes right with it.
All things aside, Ralphie, I just think that you probably wouldn't be suited for an employee of Home Video.
Oh, jeez. That's good, James, because I didn't want the job anyway.
Well, you've been telling me for months that you wanted the job.
Well, I thought I did, and then when I was having my lunch and I sat down to that focaccia, I thought to myself, do I really want to give my information across to James?
But it's only for like the payroll purposes.
Yeah, look, my tax file number is between me and the federal government.
Well, this has been a complete waste of time then, hasn't it?
Oh, not for me, James. I've learned heaps. I learned that you can mix family with comedy. You can mix a little bit of thriller with a little bit of horror.
I think that's the frustrating thing, is that I think James thinks I don't understand him with his store, and I do. I understand him better than anyone, because I'm in the exact same boat as him. I mean, I'm an actor, and I'm doing these menial gigs that go nowhere.
Alright, well, I'm glad if you've had a wonderful day.
Rent-A-Cop, great. Burt Reynolds, Liza Minnelli.
Alright, guys, well, it turns out Ralphie doesn't want a job here, and,
No
after
hard
all.
feelings, James. No hard feelings.
So... Well, Ralphie's gone. Finally. What he's watching. Oh, Fitzcarraldo. Werner Herzog. Tries to pull a boat over a mountain. Basically what it feels like I'm doing with this store. I mean, it was kind of, a bit overly ambitious of me to think that I could even employ Ralphie, in the store. I mean, rent, I'm barely making enough money as it is, covering rent. with the memorabilia that I'm selling. You know, and since Alan's brought these influences in, the sales have seemed to have dropped, and yeah, I don't know. You know, something's got to give. You know, like Jack Nicholson said. Well, we didn't say it. You know, he was in a movie. You know, something's got to give. With, you know, you get the idea. Something's got to give. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know how long I can keep this store up. But
Ralphie sometimes tends to overstay his welcome, but you know he's harmless, and you know, I think he gets along well with James. Yeah, no beef here.